bottom bread? It's a bottom sandwich? Hi, hello. Give me 1 second. I believe I still need to turn on the sound here. I'm back. It's a very low maintenance week. It's been very busy at work, and just as a quick heads up, I'm actually gonna be gone for a while. So this weekend's gonna be pretty big for me. I'm gonna be away from home, going on a bit of a trip, and when I get back, it might also be a little bit slow to start back up again. But I am here. I am seeing your bottom sandwiches. Thank you for the support. Thank you for that. Today is just gonna be one of those days where I just want to be a bit chill. I want to be a little chill. Looks like Botrix hasn't appeared yet. Botrix is trying his best, I think. But let me just make sure I have this sent out to the Discord so people know. Here I am. Yeah, so basically, I've been still doing stuff out of stream, just trying to make myself some random Balatros. Why is Balatro? The answer is because it's very chill, and it's my comfort game. I come home, I play Balatro, I go to bed, and usually that finds me here at like super late. But right now it's only 9:20. It could be worse than hello, Fabled Phantom. I'm gonna ask, how are you gonna make that pencil disappear, bro? You gonna eat it? Are you gonna eat the pencil? Should I be concerned about you eating the pencil? Are you glimpsing into my twisted upside down world? I don't know. You tell me. Oh, wait, that didn't work. I forgot. It's a full 180 degrees and I'm not centered on this. Okay. Alright, well now I'm locked behind some madness here. The Balatro is upside down reversed. Yep, I flipped the screen. That's why I'm over here. Is this working? I made myself go upside down for y'all. Are you happy? Are you happy now, Mr. Krabs? Are you happy now, Mr. Krabs? For some reason, my audio's not... Sorry, my chat's not connecting. That's fun. That's funny. That's a monkey. I'm gonna fix. And maybe at some point, Botrix will come and say hi. It might wait like 9 minutes, but I know you're still here. I'm gonna do another refill. Transform, rotate back, and I don't know what happened here. The monkey reaction. So that's basically the default thing that shows up when you're trying to use a YouTube chat. I've been using a mixed bot chat for a while. I can see you all are here. I can see you all are here. There are so many of you. I do not understand why my chat is not showing up. Botrix has chosen to show up. I'm going to fix Balatro's upside down. Hello, toasted banana bread. Hello, fish, who's playing Persona 3 Reload. And, okay, you found a deck. Your highest score is 1.9 e to the 777s. My high score is below. I'm only a 1.28 e to the 28, and I play mine raw. As in, I only play random seeds. I don't look for Naneinf optimized. I just try my best to get myself into the perfect hand. And sometimes it works, sometimes it does not. Now, where is my Balatro? There you are. Can I get you to flip, please? Upside down Balatro is a choice. Why are you upside down again? I flipped you 180 degrees. Transform. Flip. What are you doing here tonight? What are you doing? Balatro, try again. There we are. I had to full screen it. But we're here. We're here. Is mayonnaise an instrument? I don't know, but this is Patrick. And don't worry, Aaron. I saw that you're here. I saw you called out for Squidward. And I also see that they announced a John Wick game. Who are you playing as, John Wick, or are you just trying to escape him? Because that'd be a great horror game. a horror survival game, maybe you make it like a horror survival multiplayer like Dead by Daylight, except instead of a monster, it's just John Wick. And you made him real mad. You made him real mad. Ordelab? What's it? What? Oh yeah, Ordelab. Yeah, it's like the ones we lost at Omelas, which is an old story about Utopia. Another day means another hospital trip, and we are going to play. So I've mostly been doing my set from Ghost Deck, because I've learned that when I am playing Ghost Deck, I can get through a lot more just because I have access to those cards. So I'm going to play through. We're just going to vibe. It's a nice chill day. Third-person shooter playing as John Wick seems alright. I think it's more fun if you're trying to escape John Wick, because you know you're not going to, so it's a game of who survives the longest. It's like Fall Guys, but instead of, you know, bouncing around, you get shot. But he's Keanu Reeves. And maybe he wants to throw a pencil at us, and maybe it's good. Alright, I don't like any of these here. What do we have in this first pack? Sure, for now it'll do. You can use a pencil and a hecking pencil. What about another hecun? Segundo. Tercero. That's a straight. You don't run from the Baba Yaga? What if I say Baba Naga? I gotta get out of here. No, but I... Okay, I see us here. I see the vision. I see the vision. Alright, let's see what we got. Gonna start making some flushes here today. Right, well, I guess we can't do a straight flush, but we'll try our best. Yes, legitimately though, yes, trans rights. No, and if you're not down for that, I got 2 words for you. Be better. You thought I was going to say suck it, because that's a reference to a 90s wrestling trope, where you'd have Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, as a member of DX, D-Generation X. He and Shawn Michaels and his band of goons, and I do mean goons because they were actually degenerates, would look to authority and they'd say, if you don't like what I gotta say, I got 2 words for you. And then they would do a crotch chop, which is when you put one arm over the other and you just like gesture at your crotch and you're just like, suck it. And then kids in the 90s got really big trouble because they would be saying suck it to their teachers. And that's both disrespectful and very lewd. I mean, I'll take it. We'll play it around here. Wraith and Hermit are such a big brain combo. By both, use Wraith and take Hermit to double your money. That... Yes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He says as he does the hand motion, but you can't see it. So you can't trust me if I actually did or not. You cannot trust me on that one. Okay. How am I looking right now? Hi, Showman. I'm gonna bag you here early, and we're just gonna keep going. If I just try this here. Build up this Ride the Bus for a second. Yeah, building up Ride the Bus works, and I get the high card. Nice, so we're scaling up, slowly but surely. Would it make sense to do... No, I need it... No, this isn't it. This is... I was thinking, like, if I could do a low card high run, that'd be really funny. But then I was like, would it be, though? Would it? Anyways, how's everyone else doing here tonight? Right now, I mean, like, I'm doing my normal thing. I'm just playing Balatro. I'm just clicking around. What have you all been up to tonight? Has everyone remembered to have, like, actual foods and or meals? 3 of a kind, which is going to be a good pivot into later, so I'll buy this now. You can't sleep, I would guess. I mean, it's pretty late right now. I will actually hold on this here right now. Keep going. And I still have 5 molds, so we're going to clear you out right now. Goodbye. And a 2-pair will have to do. Now, Aaron's playing Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Has there been a really good event lately? Anything super awesome I need to know about right now? I still have yet to buy it. So I've had it on my wish list. I've played it for the original set just to try it out, but I have not purchased it for full time. Oh no. Hello, Onk. Hi, Onk. You're very tempting this early. Hanging chat isn't amazing. I actually don't care for it right now. I will buy this. And I'll keep going. What do I have in my card box? Sure, let's make everything a heart. We're gonna make this a heart box. Maybe we can get ourselves some good re-triggers going. Onk the Showman, so he shows us twice the men. Maybe he'd show us 2.5 men. I haven't seen Ashton Kutcher in a while. Let's see. Oh, my brother in Christ, there's a Super Monkey Ball. Oh, yeah, I saw I is in there. Are you maining any of the Super Monkey Ball monkeys? We're going to keep high card going until we actually need it. Goodbye to you. Let's just play a high card for now. Just I. Oh, okay. You main SBO and Zavik. Have you played the Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog yet? Have you played Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog? It's like that visual novel where you're on the train with the Sonic gang. And awesome, we've gotten ourselves Photo Chat, which means we can get rid of Ride the Bus. Goodbye, Ride the Bus. You did your part, and I'll take this Celestial Pack. Not Celestial Pack, this one here. I'll do a drop here. And now, let's see. We're gonna start trying to generate some money. You should, Aaron, I'm not sure if it still is, but I remember when I played it, it was free. So you should try and find it, because again, it was free. Just another daydream, it's not over. Here in the subway. Okay, give me, let's use this 2-pair. I need to get myself into a king. What are you doing here? Please, please, please. This will have to do as a high card. It'll do fine as a high card. I'm certain of it. That was way closer than it had the right to be. And now, I'm feeling on the edge of glory. I'll buy and sell this here. Let's get some packs. Let's get some packs. I'll buy this medium here in case. And... sure, we'll mark to discard this 4. And, let's get this holographic. And it's the bad holographic. That's a start, though. So if underground railways are subways, would overhead monorails be called domways? They would be called switchways, because they'll possibly go over and under. If you've ever been to like Chicago, where they have the elevated train, some of it is above ground, some is below. So you got to make sure you're accounting for both ends there. You got to account for both. This isn't going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. We're going to try it now. Oh, and there's the 20, which means we're good. And the high card continues to build. Let's see. I can passively earn with the egg. I could do that. But how about nah? Alright. We're gonna start with the high card. 10th of the way there. Another high card. Looking for another queen. Looking for another queen. Jeez, we keep drawing these jacks. Alright. Just a queen. One more queen to make 3 of a kind to get us in this game. God damn it. We're out on this one, I think. We're out on this one. Or that works as well. I've been not able to get anything out of this trio right now. I will buy this consumable, though. That will be fun. And this is just 10 molt off the board, so even if I am using discards, I'll be okay. Let's check. I am just having a terrible time drawing these face cards, aren't I? Perfect. There we go. There we go. If that queen... Yeah, no, this run is... You can say it's a mess. This is a bad run. Like, this is not... Like, I got a hanging Chad super early, and it didn't get better. But, like, luckily here, like, we're playing in white stake for a reason, just to try and farm what we got. And I'll mark you here. Like, I've won with all of these cards before. They've all been useful at some point. Yeah, and like I'm getting more money as it stands. Getting more money here. I don't want to roll the dice on this. And we don't need to be making that much money, but we need to get... That's not what I'm trying to say. What I should be saying is I need to make more money. Am I going to get that by raising into 9s? No. Yeah, there is no deck fixing. This is deck playing around in the mud, because I've got no strategy here. Got one hand. And try and find myself in the position to get another king on board. You are kidding me. Okay, alright, so this isn't going to happen at all. This is just a dead run. Yep. Knew running this one. We do need more money, which is good because we can start the ghost deck again. Starting off with a hanging, like, to getting a photo Chad. Not terrible, but at the same time, could have been much better. Let's see. Can I get anything better here? Can I get an 8? Or we're just gonna have to try this. And it's enough. It is enough. Grabber's a fun option to grab right now. I am going to check this Buffoon pack. We're good for now. Let's do a check here. Can I break stuff? God, I couldn't have gotten a better first starting hand. I mean, sure, let's do it. Like, we're making it out of this so early. No, no anti-1 immolate. We're just gonna have to play around with just, like, high cards. Like this. Like, I'm clear for a bit. We keep getting onks, but it's gonna not work for us, so we're gonna stop. We're gonna get some collection here. Let's see, this pair. We'll take it to take it. Do 2 half jokers make a full? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure all these squares make a circle. Let's do a pair. Even with the lowest possible option running the 2, that worked just fine. We're hovering around a pretty stable position here. These aren't great. Keep playing. Just a high pair. We've got variability. That we do. That we do. And high sock and buskin. That's a good start for us. Hello, Echo Rix. What's up? What's up? What's up? Currently, we're out here playing Balatro. I'm just trying to get some high E's. Some high E's. In my spare time, I've been playing around with this, and it's been going pretty well. Let's check. Can I force my way into the 3 of a kind section here? No, but I do have the card I do want, which is this high card. So that's a lot of re-triggers and 12,000. Cool. I would like to get some economy joker going right now. Let's see here for you. This reroll might come in handy later. And for now, come on, Hermit. Temperance is close enough, which means I can also get this voucher reroll. So we can get this online pretty soon. I'm the Jonkler. Legally distinct. You can't say that I'm stealing it. This is an original character. Do not steal. That's a straight flush. And it's not going to do me anything, but I'm just playing it to say that I did. That was a raw straight flush. Reroll surplus is kind of like an econ. Yeah. So we have Chaos the Clown. So we have Chaos the Clown, which is 1 free roll, so that's +2 every single time. Part of me just says we get rid of the half joker here. This isn't a late game. It's not a late game here at all. The Joker? Oh my god, it's Bezel Vtuber. How's it going? Nice to see ya. Yeah, no, I'm just chilling out. I'm going on vacation. I'm going back to Chicago, like that one guy says, from Stranger Things. You just got back from class? Oh, well, how was class? I'm gonna sell this Joker. There's a boost. And when I'm back in Chicago, I feel... No. No, I do feel very good, because I went to school, like, north of Chicago, and I loved it. But the real thing that gets me is there are now 2 songs that I associate so heavily with Chicago. There's End of Beginning, which does not have the title Chicago in it. It is not called Back in Chicago. But there's also the song, Chicago by Sufjan Stevens, the other song that goes, been to Chicago... oh, wait, no. If I was crying in a van with my friends, it was for freedom, for myself, for the land. I made a lot. So you get the point. There's that. You watch the Blair Witch Project, you're sad, and you generally... Yeah, so... B, this is where I get to talk about gimmicks. And oftentimes, you get away with a whole lot if you're the first person there. The Blair Witch Project is such an important film in film history. It was made outside of a major studio system. It made so much money. It was done shaky cam. really, I don't want to say it's responsible for an indie boom, but it did lay the groundwork for a lot of that. It is also garbage. It does not hold up well on a rewatch. It is the first ARG, and for that, we should respect it. But also, I would never go out of my way to watch the Blair Witch Project. That is simply not my prerogative. I would believe it is not many other people's prerogative, but as a film person, it is the language of the film, and not just the English language, but like the way that they do shots and they play it out. It's important. Ass, but important. That's the best way I can put that. Let's see. Oh, thank you, B. I went to school, not for music, but I did go to voice lessons for many years to sing decently, and I've lost a lot of it. Glenn's out here talking Chicago's not associated with music, it's California. No, everyone loves California as if you're a musician. There's that one song, California Here I Come. I think that's by, it's not the Chainsmokers, it's by who is it? I think it's by Red Hot Chili Peppers. The da 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 da. California, here I come. And like they really lay out the come, and I'm like, oh wow, dude, you gotta calm the fuck down. But the point stands. I don't know what point I was making, but I said it. Ooh, what are you? Let's try this. Let's see. No, so your professor liked it. It's important. Yeah, it's important. You hate it. Californication. That's Dream of Cal. That's the same song. That's the same song. I thought they were different ones. Let me, cause I gotta look this up. California, Here I Come. Is that actually? No, that's Phantom Planet. Phantom Planet did the one I'm thinking of here. Da 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 da. California here. So this was on a TV show. I want to figure out if it's a CV, if it's a CW show. Yes, it was on the show The OC. It is a song about rich Californians. Yeah, and Californication is also on a show called Californication. Give me a song about Chicago that is actually played in like, you know, what, how do I say this? In a TV show. It's technically in the TV show The Politician, starring, oh my god, starring Ben Platt, but they're not in Chicago for that. That's stolen valor. That's rude. It's mean. You can't be stealing Chicago from them. Sufjan Stevens has not written his album on California. He does not have the time. No, but be for real, though. I mean, I'm happy y'all got to see, y'all at least got to see Jennifer's Body. That's a fun one. Every time you do talk about your school, though, I wonder, do people at your school have fun, like, ever? Like, is that a thing that happens? Like, again, I'm the person who went to film school and said I wanted to work with Adam Sandler. That was my dream. But, like, I don't know anyone who will genuinely say, you know what we should watch right now? The Blair Witch Project. The people who don't do their work have fun. That's a good thing to think about. They're out here living life. Living like Larry. Probably not addicted. I was gonna say addicted to drugs, but no, in college a lot of them are. It's a one or the other thing. Well, I hope you've been able to find a crowd, because quite honestly, I didn't, and I was partially okay with that, partially not. There was a lot going on. So I have all the individual pieces I need. They're just not coalescing. I need to have something to fix up. Let's try this here. Okay. We'll try a pair. I'm gonna try familiar. Awesome, we got some kings. Good start, good start. You're honestly a lot closer to professors than students. You can closer friends. You're moving in within May. Oh my god, yay, that's great. You're out of the hell dorms. That means you're not going to be sharing a suite, right? You're just going to be out here vibing, living your concrete jungle wet dream tomato life. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy. No, my time got infinitely better when I had decided that I needed to not be in the dorms. Let's see. What if I do this? This is a very stupid pivot I'm doing here. Oh, you have a kitchen now. Yay. No, wait, a full kitchen or a kitchenette? There's a difference. There we go. Like that is, I'm not gonna say cruel and unusual. It's just not good though. It's not good. You get full kitchen, you don't have the difference. So a kitchenette is like, you could reasonably say that someone could live here and sustain. 4 or less. Let's sell the justice. This run would have gone crazy with idle, possibly. I just don't think this is a good one here. I'll keep using this. So, oh gosh, here we go. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to waste a moon here. And I'll play around like this. Yeah, I'm gonna try and farm as many kings as I can out of this. Yeah. Why do none of your charges work? Fish? No. It's first it was oh god. First it was the fact that for some reason, like, I think Jevel, his weren't working. What's going on with yours? Are they frayed at all? Are the edges like just bad? But yeah, in general, B, I'm so happy for you. I'm really happy you're able to, you know, just exist in a space that's cool. Okay, come on. Come on. That enough? It's enough. Yeah. Now, my apartments, they were in suburbia, and they were old dorms. They were old dorms. We gotta sell. Gotta buy. We gotta break. This would be good to pare down, but then we lose burglar. But what if I don't want sock and buskin? Let's see. Your dorm is more expensive than your apartment with your own bathroom. Yeah, that's the thing. It's artificially priced. It's artificially priced, and it's not fun. I don't like it. No, but you getting your own bathroom, that's amazing. I had to share a bathroom for the longest time, and just being able to say I have my own spot now, great. Amazing. Would not give it up for the world. I do share a bathroom now, but I'm cool with a person who is here. That's a 3 of a kind. You will get roaches. Don't worry. That's why you have a designated roach person to fight the roaches. Oh, shoot. I messed that up. No, oh god, no, that broke it, that broke it, that broke it. I should have just gone the regular one. That was a save. Oh, queen pair. That might work still. Nope, it didn't. It did not. It did not work. Let's see. Oh, you're bringing a roach. Oh, you're bringing. Sorry, I didn't mean to call your cat a roach. Do you think your cat would be do you think your cat's a roach scavenger? Are they a roach fiend? Are they gonna try and give you the, I'm sorry. I was gonna try and riff, but I got thrown off the fact that I called your real cat a roach. Oh my god. No. It's really I'm off my rhythm. I don't know why. It should not be this off my rhythm for this. Okay. Let's see here. Just another day, but it's not over. Really over. You're not sure. You have not had bugs in your room for many years, and though you've been in NYC, so she has an experience that she likes to chase things. So she might also get some mice. She might get the mice. Cats are fast tracked to either shedding your entomophobia or dying of a heart attack at age 27. I have had dogs, and my dog has killed my sister's dog has killed a bird before. But my dog, the one that I love the most because I do have favorites, he never did that. He just ate a lot of grass, and we thought it was cute. And in his defense, it was. What if you get a mouse? You'd probably end up keeping it as a pet. You mean like Stuart Little? You want to make a Stuart Little situation where where your cat has to suddenly get along with your mouse? Who would be in charge? Cats and dogs, mice and rats, utter pandemonium in the kitchen. What if they become friends with the roaches too? They might. That's the same number of people as you have in total in your house. If you were in a union, you'd be in gridlock. Just another day, but it's not over. Ugh. Okay, so I love Chapelrone. I don't know why I don't like the subway. I don't like it. Except when Conan Gray sings it. Maybe it's just like I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it in Mr. Krabs, but it's just like I don't know what's up with that cover. I don't even really like Conan Gray that much. There was just like I don't know if it was like a version or if there was a specific like reason I was listening to it, but it just kind of hits now, and I don't know why. Can I get Empress here? I don't know. Anyone in chat who has some experience listening to Chapelrone, here, let me add a poll here. Okay, so no one to mention eating grass in a while. You'd improvise your PSA with rats and stuff. And that's appreciated. That's appreciated. You don't know anything about Chapelrone? Well, let's see. She is very gay. That's usually what people will talk about first. Chapelrone is very, very gay. A lot of queer anthems. A lot about she's a urine maxer. I'm sorry. She's a urine maxer, and I think that's the best way to go. Yeah. So, wait. Give me a second. Is it time for the 4th straight guitar stream here? Give me a second. I'll find it. I'll be right back. It's only... Oh, God. It's only 10-ish o'clock on a Thursday night. It's not like anyone's gonna be mad at me for playing Chapel Roan in the house. They might be. I'm still doing it though. Let's see. Hand size, please. Her hair gives you hair envy. She does have really good hair. And her wigs are good too. Oh, is this fretted? It's fretted? Okay. Ugh. Well, give me a sec. I gotta pull the fret too. I gotta pull the capo too. And I'll do my usual thing. Use the Balatro very temporarily, so... The thing that gets me is like half of this song is just this section where she goes, she's got a way, she's got a way, she's got a way, she got a way, she got a way, she got a way, and she's got a way. She's got a way. She got a way. She got a way. She got a way. She got a way. So it's like that for 2 minutes, and I'm like, how do you get away with that? How do you get away with doing that stanza for that long? Guitar, hell yeah. 4 straight guitar streams. The 4th gay guitar stream, actually that would be all Chapel Roan. That would all be Chapel Roan. Guitar sexual orientation, yeah. I mean, like, you're necking the entire time. You're just fingering the neck. That's how it works. Hi, Wef, what's up? You came in during a weird sentence. Nah, Chapel Roan got away with it. You don't think you like the song? The other ones are pretty catchy. Yeah, so she has some bangers. Red Wine Supernova I like a lot. Hot to Go's pretty good. Like I said, I don't particularly like the Subway. It's just there's one very specific cover. And I'm gonna send the link here because it's really good. It's it's on BBC Radio. It's 4 minutes. And, I mean, don't feel like you need to watch it now, because I would very much appreciate if you kept watching me. But here's that. And you are talking, B, about the time she was dressed up as a knight. I believe that was the VMAs last year when she was doing... ooh, what was it? It was... I believe... It was Good Luck Babe, where she was dressed up in armor. It was like, good luck, babe, and then she pulls the sword out, and it's so cool. And Lindsay, what are you doing? It's your 2-year anniversary stream. What are you doing in a KazCassidy stream? Also, hi. What are you up to? Yeah. Yeah. No, it's good. And, like, look, I know what my stream is about. No, I don't. That's a lie. Okay, cool. Let's break. Immolate. Give me the monies. Whenever you come across her, you pay more attention to the outfit scenery. So she does have great aesthetics. She does have really good aesthetics. No, there was a period of time when there was so much Chapel Roan on the channel, it was very, very concerning to people. What are you doing here, Step Bro? Sorry, I don't know why I said Step Bro at the end of it. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. I have no excuse for what came out of my mouth there, but I still said it. Yep. Yeah, there's, yeah. No excuses, only apologies. This is not a great setup I've got here, is it? Two pair? What a way of words. Yes, I can sentence sometimes. No, y'all, yeah, Glenn, you haven't been here for very long. There was a period where I was doing improvised rap music. And a lot of those are unarchived now, but I was doing improv rap. And I will let you know, a lot of it got very gay. A lot of it. Like a very large amount. Like, Kurt Cobain said, all apologies, what else could I say? Everyone's gay. That is correct. He did kiss people. He did kiss men at his concerts. He, truly an icon to rock. We love Seattle. And you know, as much as people clown on him, we do also love Macklemore in this house. He seems to have a good head on his shoulders. Not problematic. Yeah, people will probably clown him for same love, but I think the message was there. The heart was there. Just because someone says, when I was in the 3rd grade, I thought it was gay, doesn't mean it's a bad song. I'll get some econ out of this. This will be fine. That was what, yeah, so sorry, I'm thinking of Same Drugs, but Same Love was by Macklemore. Let's see. Well, you know what, B, you've said you don't know a song, which means it's time to pull Macklemore. And this is oddly enough the one song from Macklemore that does have a guitar. That is primarily something you can do with guitar. Let me do... Now, Same Drugs, on the other hand, amazing song by Chance the Rapper off of the album Coloring Book. Let's see. My capo needs to be on 3 again. It's the one dun 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 da 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 dun. So let's see here. When I was in the 3rd grade, I thought I was gay because I could draw. My uncle was, and I kept my room straight. I told my mom, tears rushing down my face. She's like, Ben, you loved girls since before pre-K. Yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah, I guess she had a point, didn't she? Bunch of stereotypes all in my head. I remember doing math like, yeah, I'm good at Little League, a preconceived idea of what it all meant for those that like the same sex had the characteristics. The right-wing conservatives think it's a decision, and you can be cured with some treatment or religion. Man-made rewiring of a predisposition. Playing God like, nah, here we go. America the brave still fears what we don't know, and God is all his children is somehow forgotten. We paraphrase a book written 3,500 years ago. I don't know. This is also a song that definitely makes more sense on the ukulele. And it goes, and I can't change. Even if I tried. Even if I wanted to. This goes, I can't change, even if I tried, even if I wanted to. And it goes, my love, she keeps me warm. She keeps me warm. Yeah, so there's your rap. That was your, yeah, okay. Yeah, no, people make fun of it. It is on Glee, and it does get clowned on in Glee, in universe, which is weird, because Glee gets away with a lot. We let them get away with a lot, but it's fine. You weren't allowed to, were you not allowed to listen to rap music? No, it's a nice song. It's one of those things where the internet takes things way beyond context and it just gets kind of mean. It's fine, but people are like, oh, it's corny. And I'm like, yeah, it's corny. It's corny. We're fine. No, why did I put on Mystic Summit? I'm not going to use that in the future. This run is dead. I'm too distracted by Macklemore. We're restarting. God damn it, Macklemore. Revenge of the Mac. Tell him what it is, what it is, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to find myself a better play. Okay, no, I'm not gonna. We can't be Macklemore posting anymore. It's 2026. He's a respectable artist, but maybe not this much. Nah, and Glenn, I know you. Glenn, I know you're not from the States, but that kind of stuff is kind of controversial. 2026 is Macklemore's year, you know it. It's never not Macklemore's year, baby. We got it. We're running the Pacific Northwest. The Seahawks just won the Super Bowl. It's his year. Yeah. Also, hi Yumi, what's up? We've gotten back to Macklemore. I've already gone back to the guitar twice. It's been less than half an hour. Or less than an hour, and I don't know, my voice is going pretty wide here. What is controversial, Macklemore? No, queer rights. That is apparently controversial, and it's sad. When I was 15, it wasn't like when I was in 3rd grade. It was when I was in the 8th grade, gay marriage was legalized, and me and all my friends they were more out and queer than I was. We had a really good summer, and then it got real bad every year after that. Am I going for high scores? Yeah, this is a high scores day. Just trying to farm up some of these jokers. Let's see. I'll farm up for a 2-pair. Yeah. Yeah, I was in your family when you were growing up, which is why you were no. Oh. Oh. Yeah, you know, Glenn, I keep forgetting you say you're from Brazil. So, you're right. In many cases, you can't just shoot a person in the street for being gay. If you work for the government, you can probably shoot them, but that's a different problem. No, it was 2015 was a lot of people's good year, and then well, I mean, people like to say it was because of the gorilla died, and while that is funny, there's a lot of things happening in the background, the machinations of, and I know I hate saying it right now when I'm dressed like this guy, but society. No, there was a lot of underlying problems that needed to be addressed that were exacerbated by the fact that I don't think a lot of the country was ready for a black president. Like, the things that were controversial at the time were really confusing. Because I look back now, I'm like, we were confused about that? This was news? A dude at the 2004 National Convention screamed, was like, yeah! And like, you know, it was quirky, but he was so quirked up, they were like, nah, he can't run for president. Howard Dean screaming. I don't know why it's a meme, but it happened, and we gotta live with it. Yeah, so, and this is one of those things where, like, I'm gonna be quite honest with y'all. I attended a DSA meeting literally less than a week ago. I don't think everything Biden did was right, but at the very least, he had speechwriters who could get him to say a full sentence. I'm fairly certain I saw the current president poop his own pants. Like, I'm fairly certain that was captured on camera. It's not great. It's not great. Yeah, Lindsay, yeah, you are also international. Wow, it's a very international group tonight. Yeah, there's like a press conference that's held. There's a video of it at some point, and you can see there is a moment where the president's face, it goes kind of droopy, and then they start dismissing the crowd. And then some people will say this is just like, oh, you're just trying to bad talk him. But no, I have had elderly grandparents, and I know when someone incontinent has just ripped a fat one. And like the faces on some of their faces was, ooh. Yeah. No, I'm look, if I get arrested, I'd like to at least have it be for a crime. But if that crime is saying that I'm pretty sure the president shat his pants literally on camera, I'd be okay with it. He got away with shitting his pants. And I don't think we've talked about it enough. No, just, no, that was me. That's a little ditty called, Shit in D major. No, Glenn, and again, I really don't, I don't really, I'm trying not to shy away. I'm trying to be a lot more genuine as someone who is like full-time employee, full adult. I would say relatively informed. I'm not shying away from this anymore. But yeah, I'll just say it. Yeah, no. Everything is either a projection or like full-on delusion. Like, if you just want to take a look and see what it was, the difference between term 1 and term 2, that's like a full 12 years of this cycle. Like, he used to be able to do jabs, zingers. Now he's just saying like, quiet piggy. And he's being like, no, wrong. And he was doing that a lot too, but he had quips. He had the beats. Like, he had like some bullshit charisma at some point. Like, I'll give him that. Like, he wasn't wooden. He'd be a Zerbic and a Zorbic. But like now you're just like, this man has admitted to taking cognitive tests and bragging about the score, but you would only give those cognitive tests to someone you're concerned has dementia. Like, that's not something to brag about. That's something to write home to your parents and your children to say, I'm so sorry. You will no longer be seeing me as me. Yeah. Full adult. Full adult. Do I want to break here? I think I want to break these. Oh, and I got the queen back. I got the queen back. This is not a good run. I'm realizing now. How adult am I a scale of 1 to 10? Well, in terms of looking at my room, I look like I'm at least 20. Because I've got like adult weeb stuff and figurines. But look. I know I like to joke around a bit. I like to be, like, a silly, goofy guy. But when, like, things are serious, they get kind of serious. So I will just fully say, I am, like, 26 years old. 26 years old. I pay for my insurance. I pay rent. I pay utilities. I'm an adult. So maybe a 7 out of 10. Ooh, what are you? Yeah, no, I'm, and hey, B, you're gonna be paying rent at an actual thing that's not a dorm soon. So congrats to you too. That's also adult. Good on you. Yumi, you are in grad school. By default, you cannot be a 2 out of 10. We have talked about you doing academic projects. Yeah. Something unk. Yeah, and Glenn, one of the fun things I have as a result of my degree is understanding where words come from. Like, huh. I didn't know unk just meant old, because the linguistic drift has gone from this is a cultural term for like a specific kind of person in like an African American community to now just being like, oh bro, you're old. Like, there was always, like, loose discussion about, you know, linguistic appropriation and how, like, the internet really does end up taking a lot from minority groups and, like, kind of moving it away from original meaning. But, like, this is the first time I've actually seen this, like, in real time. Because I think someone called me Unk, like, what was it? It would have been a couple months back. And I was like, I don't think this is the right word. And they're like, no, it just means old now. And it's like, I'll check. And I was like, oh, wow. Heavens to Betsy. I guess TikTok did it. Your parental is paying rent. Oh. You can't get disability, but you're trying to get when you've been in the process for a full year. Yeah, and that's another thing. There's just so much bureaucratic, like, backup, and part of me says it's by design, because it probably is. The other part of me is also realizing, wow, people who are in this are so understaffed, and the executive branch is being kind of run ragged as people are being bled out of the group. Yeah, so I can only hope that things are better. At the very least, I hope that you have access to some mutual aid. Like, mutual aid is one of the best things that you can do if you are unable to, you know, how do I say this? Not contribute, because everyone's contributing, everyone's trying their part. They're doing their best to live their life. But mutual aid is the way that you can find support networks amongst, did I say amongst? Amongst people in your local area. Because, you know, if you can't trust, like, you know, the machinations of a large governing body to, you know, run smoothly, if you see someone else by their face, they might be able to help you out there. Oh, and Unk, Lindsay, is, it used to be, I'm not going to say it's AAVE, because that's not necessarily the case. In terms of slang, it came from, like, African-American communities, to talk about, like, not the elderly, just an older, more experienced man that you could look up to. If you were on NBA Twitter, that also appeared very frequently, but now it's kind of been co-opted just to mean old. Yeah. And, Glenn, it's not great. It's not great. Mutual aid, again, I can say, works not only in, like, just for large groups. I would never say to not take, I would say, if you can, charitable places, there are a lot of organizations that just have endowment money. Churches are pretty good too. Now, I personally believe that if you exist in a country and you pay taxes in a country, and you are not, you know, committing federal crimes that would put you away from, you know, the rest of society, you should have some level of basic income. And part of me is really thinking, like, is the issue that we're getting it at all, or the fact that it's underfunded and like not being dispersed well? And I would lean forward the latter on account of just how much we're spending and budget-wise. There are a lot of things you can move around in American budget systems. And I could give you a list. Probably, I would say military divestiture is a big one. A lot of our money in the States goes to the military, funding foreign wars and occupations. That one's a big one. Healthcare. As someone who works in healthcare tech, I personally have to look at the collections. The collections process is terrible. There is a concept of in-network and out-of-network healthcare, which means you could be receiving the same life-saving surgery literally in a hospital 5 feet away from another hospital, and you could end up paying over like $5,000 more. And that's a low ball. That's a low ball there. And you know, just running back here before we talk more about the American healthcare system, Lindsay, a mentor figure, just someone you can look up to or reach out to. The idea is there is an assumed level of wisdom. Yeah. B's had a hard time looking for some doctors, figure things out. Hospital said low for SSI. Ooh. Yeah, and B, you hopefully, I do hope very much that you do find employment. And, you know, quite honestly, I appreciate you and your art so much. If you find yourself in need, let me know. Like I said, full-time job, and if I can support someone that, you know, has been kind to me, I'd like to pay that back. Yeah. No, Glenn, no, you're right. You're right. And yeah, I'm sorry if I'm popping off here tonight, but I guess I am. Look, I'm brown. I live in America. I was born here. My parents weren't, though, and they put a lot of stock in being able to live here and, like, do what they needed to do to live a good, happy life. And I want to say that they have. At least that's the way they seem to put it. But the way it's working right now, it's not quite as, I would say, welcoming as when they first got here. And I have been witnessing that personally, by way of people who are really just like me, and my family, because my family is a benefactor of chain migration, where you have yourself a family that is coming from abroad. They're coming from abroad. And the way that things go is you will have one person get roots, get a job. Usually that job is not well paying. Usually it is what people would say unskilled, but what I would say is manual labor. And then as, you know, they become more accustomed, they come to like live there, get the proper documentation, or at least try to, when the process is not being held up by thousands upon thousands of delays. They get other people to come in, they bring their family, and people move over because, you know, it's the land of opportunity, presumably, and it worked okay for my family. But my best friend, who lives in Minneapolis, Minnesota, his uncle, I actually was just there with them less than half a year ago. He's also from the Philippines. He immigrated over. He's been working to apply for a green card and get his citizenship the way that people say he should be doing. And he works. He works real hard. He got a job at like a Target, immediately got injured, and he still keeps going in. And I am afraid for him. I'm afraid for him to walk outside because the boundary lines, it's not even a race thing. It's not. They shot a white woman and a white nurse at the VA. What is my guy supposed to do? Like, tell me. Yeah. No, for real, the BZL employment 2026 is a real thing. It's a real thing. We're pulling for that ticket. Oh my God, B, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hopefully y'all are still able to get in contact with them. I know that's one of the big issues. No, it's terrifying. I mean, like, I can say inhumane as much as I want to. But like, there are probably better words. But also a lot of angrier words. And as a country, I think we need to like start thinking about like righteous anger. Because there are going to be cases where people are like, oh, why weren't you mad at this, this, and this? But this is like different. And I can put it, I can probably say why, but I don't know. It just feels like something is wrong. And that like the worst part is it has been telegraphed for so long, it feels dirty to not have stopped it sooner. Yeah. It's called whataboutism. I think whataboutism is a term that has uses. I think the whataboutism that is like dangerous is when you can put value judgments up to it, and people will say, simply because action happened here, they won't go into the reasons. Like, there are many times where I'm looking at my, I'm looking back at my, how do I put this? I'm on Facebook for some reason, and I'm looking at people I went to school with, and they're talking, wow, why weren't you protesting about, and this is a valid thing to be concerned about, when someone died, I believe their name was Lake and Riley, they did get, they did end up losing their life as a result of an altercation with someone who was not here legally. However, that person went to jail and by the standards of American law was properly punished. So I have a little bit less sympathy for that. Oh, hi, Desire. Oh, Quotidian, we're talking about the world. Yeah, and Glenn's adding some more global perspective. The quest for E is the quest for enlightenment, actually. That's why we're here, because I can crash out on this and I can remember that there is a game in front of me, and I can just keep talking. I can keep talking. Now, exile, banishment, appearance rejected to immersers. It's genuinely, for a country that's so hell-bent on not being, you know, Soviet Russia, very Soviet coded. That is like some Stalin disappearing a photo kind of stuff. Ooh, Invisible Joker. That's negative. That's not amazing. I'll hold it to sell something, though. No. I've got a lot of emotions. A lot of emotions tonight. The best enlightenment was the one that occurred in the 17th century, in your opinion? That's a pretty valid claim. I would agree to you that that is a good enlightenment. It's better than the dark enlightenment happening currently. But, you know, if you think about it, what was the enlightenment really? It was the encouragement of processes like philosophy. You are running into things like, you know, moral philosophy. You're looking at utilitarianism for deontology. You're looking at things like Hume and Locke and all these other people who you're like, wow, you had thoughts. Very chill guy. And now I'm like, bro, who let you have a podcast? Not everyone has to have a podcast. What is the point of your podcast? And then when you get to the point of like, oh, the podcast point is to be like rude about women. And then you realize, oh, hey, my cute, like, little cousin, he used to be so small and so kind. He called a girl a femoid last week, and I'm like, who are you? I used to think you were going to be, like really chill, but now you just, like, kind of scare me, buddy. Oh, no. B's like, the family friend is okay from the last you heard. It was really scary the first, as his pregnant wife is still here. Your family gave money and legal fees and all that. The world is a complete mess. It's a mess. And I think we should... One of the things I think we should say is we should be okay with, we should be okay with saying who's to blame. And, like, arguing for it. Because, you know, if the Enlightenment taught us anything, is that there should be some sense of reason. And that comes from being able to argue. There should be a test that people have to take and pass for person. That is also correct. Now, if I had not been told by my friend, hey dude, we should start a podcast, I would not be a VTuber, because the first mic I had was supposed to be for a podcast about the Truman Show. But you know, I'm here now, and maybe that's a mistake. Yeah, and Quotidian, I'm gonna ask that you make sure that, at the very least, that absurdo ad reductum does not violate terms and service, but I'll let you get that. I'll let you get that thought process out. So, just do a quick check on the terms and service and the rules, make sure it's all right, and then we can talk about it. Just another day, but it's not over. And there's the freaking subway. We're really going all over the place here. Maybe the test answer was just to become a VTuber. One could only dream. One could only dream. I like to think... No, that's the answer. I like to think. I genuinely... I don't know if this was a mistake. I don't know. Because, I mean, not to get existential in a way that's not, like, productive. No, I mean, like, ReTubing's done a lot for me personally. But have I left the world in a better state than which I have found it? Is me taking up all y'all's time a detriment to us all being happy and healthy? Or is it just a state of being? Who's to say? No, be calling out that it was a destined result, like maybe it's a Telltale game. It's a Telltale game where it all comes back to one spot. Not a detriment. Well, I appreciate that, Yumi. I appreciate it. Another day, but it's not... I just really want to play Chapel Roan right now, and I don't know why. I mean, it's good music, but it's just like... Gotta have something else here. Ace, king, queen. Okay, that might be an ace. If it was a detriment, I don't think any of us would be here. I appreciate that. I do want to say, sometimes terrible people have access to a microphone. Unfortunately, I am on Twitter. And because of that, I have to learn a whole lot about stuff. It's been a detriment to your sleep schedule. That's a future problem. Thank you. I like being considered chill. Even though I do admit that this is not a very chill stream right now. Vtuber getting political on main. And that's me knowing cowboy chords, because that's all I know how to play. Also, Yumi, yes, I am interested in what food you get. What you do? Okay. To start, it's a good start. It's a good Charlotte. This is the most chill you've been? Really? With all the Macklemore and the outspoken politics? Well, I'm happy to be able to help you out there, B. Anything you need from me, let me know. No, and, I know I'm technically just a stranger on the internet. But I do think your family and you helping out with those legal fees, y'all are real heroes. Y'all are putting good in the world, and I just want y'all to know that it's not unnoticed. It's not. Ooh, ramen. Miso soup and rice. Red miso? What kind? Did you make yourself? I made miso a couple times when I was first starting out at the place where I am currently living. And I definitely put too much of the bean. Too much of the bean. Just another day, but it's not over. Your family's not the best. They have changed a lot, and them helping other family goes, yeah, no, it's good. Oh, okay. You find disturbing how utilitarianism ideology seemingly justifies Necro and Beast. Does it not? I think there are points where, with utilitarianism, which is the thought that you should do the most good action is the one that does the most good for the most people. Now, if you take away the added part after Necro and Beast, which I'm assuming is the sexual portion, you can expand that out to be like, are we talking about how it supports an industry of like mass slaughterhouses to make sure that like the amount of food is justified. You could say utilitarianism, the amount of sentient beings who are able to sustain on factory farming, that could be your argument for utilitarianism there. So I can see where that's coming from. But if you're justifying that other stuff there, you also need to add moral weight. Now, there is someone, I believe his name is Jeremy Bentham. He's a utilitarianist, oftentimes contrasted with I think his name is John Stuart Mill, where he has a thing called pleasure pain calculus, where you actually have to math it out. Or maybe, give me a second, I'm going to make sure I'm not misinforming you about philosophy. Pleasure pain calculus. That is Jeremy Bentham. He would probably argue for along the thing that you're concerned about. That's called felicific calculus, whereas Stuart Mill so he adds the extra portion of let's see. He adds that extra discussion on the subject of higher pleasures and lower pleasures. So higher pleasures may be like liberty, the ability to exist, etc., etc. That could be higher pleasure, whereas a hedonistic pleasure like the one I think you're implying, which did get dropped out, quotidian, that would fall underneath. And for those of you trying to figure out between utilitarianism and deontology, which I believe are the two that are usually contrasted against each other. Deontology is that there are right actions and wrong actions in the essence of the act. It's very difficult. Most of the time, all this ethics stuff, you want to take on a case-by-case basis. But having a general thing like, oh, nothing is ever truly wrong, it is the circumstances in which you do it, that is one that I think people are more likely to ascribe to. So that's more utilitarian than deontological. Your family's pretty old school, pretty awkward spending time with them, and you know, Yumi, this is why it's cool to have a found family. Found families, sometimes people say is better. I am in most oftentimes agreement, because you know it's intentionality. There's intentionality with what you're doing, and this is actually amazing for me. Okay, let's try this one out. This build is not amazing. Now, Quotidian, I believe that is showing up here. I would like for you to delete that. I do believe when we were just talking about, I'm gonna actually remove this, so not a ban, but like we were talking about the extreme, so that's on me for not making those lines. Does that hold clear if you take into account the emotions of the being that is not the person? This build is, I would say it's okay. This build is okay. I need to do some more stuff. Your grandpa's a creep. That is often a case with elderly men. That is often the case. Yeah, there are definitely conversations to be had about this kind of like philosophy. I believe they might not be for right here, right now. While I am mildly equipped with some knowledge of philosophy, I'm not as equipped as I think I would need to be talking about it responsibly, if that makes sense. So, again, Quotidian, nothing particularly against what you said. Just wanted to make sure that this is still, there's at least some semblance of decorum here to match what the YouTube TOS is. Nah. Third day, but it's not over. Really over. Really over. No, third day. Look at all of these lucky cards. Look at him boost. Like there's a pretty good set in here somewhere. If I can get an extra, if I can get a blank voucher, that'd be amazing. If I could get more. Did I have a favorite children's book growing up? Now here's the thing. I played a lot of video games, so I'm trying to think back to my favorite book. Because my parents didn't read to me. Again, they didn't do much English literature, and my mom worked nights, my dad worked days, so it was really me being raised by the TV. But if I was going to talk about a book I read the most, I did have If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. But probably the one that I looked at the most, oh god, there's one about soup. There's one about, rock soup. Was it Stregonona? I gotta take a look. I gotta see if I was bumping Stregonona. It was Stregonona. It was Stregonona. It's the one about the grandma witch, who gets a whole lot of people. They get a big pot. They make soup. It's a very collectivist piece of thing. Yay! Tommy ate the your beloved. Well, I'm glad to see that you also enjoyed it. Tommy DePaula. What did they make? They made The Legend of the... Oh, they made Legend of the Poinsettia? Really? Really? No, but my, I think the one that I had was, I got into reading, like, chapter books very early. That's not a flex, that's just the case. There was a lot of reading of, Judy Blume, and then there was, oh god, Judy Moody. If you ever read Judy Moody, that's not the author, that's the name of the series. I remember the first one I had was, it was actually the spin-off of The Brothers Stink. That's where I learned that the fourth president's name was James Madison. He was number 4, because that was a big plot point in that book, and it stayed with me ever since. Yeah. Something about a rainbow fish. I know the rainbow fish. I've seen that one. There was also Where the Wild Things Are was pretty good. I remember reading a lot of, God, what was his name? Oh God, who's the guy who wrote Shel Silverstein? But other than that, there was a whole lot of me, just very, I think I liked Henry, Higgins, Ramona and Beezus. That was a really fun one. That general area. Oh, corduroy was the little bear thing, right? My school, we used to have like a little corduroy bear that we shared at the we shared the corduroy bear. And what we would do is every single week someone would take a turn. They would get to bring it home. They get to write in their little journal. And Yumi, shut the fuck up, because mine wasn't a Diamond Pearl encyclopedia. I actually had, it was a book of top 10 lists for Pokemon, specifically up until Generation 3, so it was caught up with just the anime until Diamond and Pearl, or not, until Advanced Generation. Other than that, there was Flat Stanley. Flat Stanley was fun. We didn't actually get to make Flat Stanleys. I did read the book and I was like, yo, this man mailed himself across the world? That's sick. Even though it's probably very illegal. Like, can you postage stamp a person? Well, I guess if they weigh that little. Shut the fuck up was not necessary. I think it was flavor text. And the flavor was disdain. What, Yumi, do you want me to play you a song to apologize? What should I play? Just tell me. I'll get it started. Rainbow Magic. Oh gosh, let me see. What is that? I'm looking it up right now. Oh, that fairy. I always got this confused with Pinkalicious. Do you remember Pinkalicious? No, but I know the Rainbow Magic series. This is something I've seen before. birthday. Start over. I'm looking at the bibliocommons just to see a list here. Let's see. Glenn's been into that one thing you haven't read much, like maybe movies you read, played, etc. Well, you know, that's a-okay. Our media consumption, so long as it's not like absolutely terrible, pretty good. Let's see. Play the Justin. Oh, you want to play Sorry? You want to play Sorry? I got you. Joke's on you. I fucking love Justin Bieber. It's documented in a YouTube short. I don't really love Justin Bieber. I feel like he puts out good music, and also we were very mean to him as, and I say we, but I do mean, like, as a society, what we put upon that 13-year-old boy who was friends with Usher and probably Diddy was too much. Was too much. Now I don't recall the Little Prince, and I am aware it is good literature, but also I have an association with it. That was my first girlfriend's favorite book, and I never read it. And I feel like if I read it now, I'd feel really bad because that means she has better taste than me. But I've already admitted that she does have better taste than me. It's just me lying to myself. All right. I'm on what fret? I'm on fret number 3. Fret number 3. Okay. It's almost 11, so I got to make sure this is fine here. I'm gonna have this on the auto scroll. You gotta go and get angry at all of my honesty. You know I try, but I don't do too well with apologies. I hope I don't run out of time, some call referee. I just need one more shot at forgiveness. I know you know that I made those mistakes maybe once or twice. By once or twice, by one time or 2 times, I mean maybe really 100 times. So let me redeem myself tonight. Cause I just need one more shot at second chances. Is it too late now? Is it too late now to say sorry? I'm missing more than just your body. Is it too late now to say sorry? And I know that I let you down. Is it too late to say I'm sorry now? I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. No, shoot, this is stupid. Yeah, I know that I let you down. Is it too late to say I'm sorry now? There you go. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Yumi, for that one. Hey, shut up about Rent-A-Girlfriend. I know it's bad. This is my version of cocaine. Just as bad for me. I was sticking with the high notes. Yeah, because I was trying to mix. I was like, falsetto mix. Is it too late? Because like that's where it goes all in my nose and also in my throat. Ooh, ooh. I'm trying to make sure that like I'm trying to make sure that I'm not peaking the mic because if you have if you're hitting the right frequencies, you're gonna miss it. That's the top of my register. That is the top of my register. We can't go any further. Your ears are bleeding. I know. That's why I talk in this voice usually. So that's why quotidian, we don't do the high notes there. I could have lowered the key, but I didn't. Hi, Anochi. What's up? Okay. Back to Balatro. All right. What was I looking for here? Something. Oh, that hurt. That one hurt a bit. I get some. I didn't get enough water for myself. I didn't get enough water for myself there. falsetto, no, a falsetto ASMR stream, dude, that's that is going to mess with all the dogs in the audience. Dogs are gonna be screaming, being like, please stop. Too much. Get him out of here. Woof, woof. I much prefer bass tones in my music. I listen to Bad Bunny. Ah, there we go. Let's see. You were having a dream teaching. I teach a lot of people how to play Balatro. For anyone who's actually, if Lindsay is probably still streaming right now, but one time I did Ratatouille pilot her throughout playing Balatro and beating her first ever blind. Bro ain't tough. You just welcome a bedroom an hour ago, dude. You gotta wake up, bro. You gotta wake up. Bro ain't tough, bro. I'd say I'm tough. I admit that I read Rent a Girlfriend. That takes guts. I made a YouTube short about how people should be reading it. That takes stupidity. Sometimes they're the same thing. Ugh. Dog smokes 3 packs a day? I don't know, maybe he just lives like this. Not necessarily a Joker voice, but it's there. Do I have dreams? Do I have sleep dreams? Sometimes I do. Most of the time, they end with, like, someone dead. Usually me in comedically weird ways. But not recently. Not very many recently. This has been a real weird vibe of a stream. And I still have laundry in the basement and a class to teach in 8 hours. You just start greenies for a new med I'm on. Someone who has aphantasia and no dreams has been insane. Yeah, how is that combination working for you, B? That sounds like a lot to... It just sounds like a whole lot to process. You don't know why people like dreaming is freaky? Maybe people are just freaks like that. Maybe they're freaky with it. Maybe they're all quirked up with the sauce, and the sauce is REM sleep. Is now about to say... let's see. Is now about time to say you dislike Justin Bieber? I think you probably don't have as much of a personal issue with Justin Bieber as I like a bunch of American kids were. So I think that's probably fine. It's not the same thing. Otherwise, Domestic Girlfriend is a whole different show. And I like Domestic Girlfriend because it's a dumpster fire. I did not watch State of the Play. I do know that Kingdom Hearts was not there, as is tradition. It's a very sad time being a Kingdom Hearts fan. And when I say what that sad time is, I mean all the time. Fa. Imagine, oh. Aw, quotidian. Rude. Gotta start, no, B, no, B, stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. Part of what I say is because it's a joke, but actually part of it is also because it's too far deep. Oh, yeah, no. No, I don't permaban people for not liking Rent a Girlfriend. I don't permaban people for that at all. I do say that if you are someone who has not read Rent a Girlfriend or watched Rent a Girlfriend, you do not have the same rights as I do to be as vitriolic about it. Because, look, I had to earn the right to hate this shit accurately. And I'm of the opinion that if you're gonna be a hater, you should at least be able to back it up. You need to watch that. You should watch Oshinoko. I read all of Oshinoko as it was happening. I liked it a lot. God of War prequel? Wait, who's starring in the prequel then? You actually love yourself, not to submit yourself to it? Okay, yeah, that's reasonable. Again, I just say that I get first rights to be mean about it. Pineapple on pizza? Yeah, and pineapple on pizza, delicious. Pineapple on pizza when you have that extra little barbecue sauce, so it's really a like a barbecue chicken. Amazing. I will go out of my way to order as much pineapple as I can. It's a very good fruit. Yeah, like you get leeway on if you are actually like allergic to the food. If there is a genuine health issue that you're going to have as a result of having this in your mouth, that's fine. But your hatred isn't the taste, it's with the fact that you could die. The fact that you could die. Pixelated prequel, what? Justin Griner? What? Okay, at least Yumi has had it before. Do you have a hallucination? B, I appreciate you riffing on this. I appreciate you riffing on this a lot, like a whole lot. You wish you had allergies to Rent a Girlfriend? You know what, Yumi? You know what I should have done? You know what I should have done? Oh god, this is a really bad one here. When I was hanging out with you in LA, I should have brought my copy of Rent a Girlfriend Volume 1 and left it in your purse. At least the guy isn't so it's really complicated, B, because he both is and isn't. He's really Schrodinger's guy with a girlfriend. Because he has like 4 girls who are throwing, like 3 girls and like 1 who's not, who are really into him. And he could date any of them at any point in time, with the exception of the blonde one who he broke up with the first time. But he's really dead set on this specific woman. This specific woman is the one he is in love with, and he will not take any other options. That is evil. Yumi, next time I see you, it's on site. I'm throwing the book at you. How long is it? Give me a second, because you know what was really bad? I was when I was at my lowest last year, which is actually almost exactly a year ago. The only thing I could look forward to was new chapters of Rent a Girlfriend, because when I was looking at it, I was like, there's no way my life can be worse. We are currently on chapter 412. 412 chapters, 5 seasons, 2 core. And Glenn does get the allergy pass. That is perfectly fine for Glenn to hate it. So it's been that dude. He hasn't. No. He did get a girlfriend. He got the girlfriend with the blue bow that happened like 60, but he refuses to act like she's his girlfriend. She really wants him to actually date, and she does something absolutely despicable very recently. Rent-a-Peek is still going? Yes, it is. 412 chapters. Just another day, but it's not over. It's never over. Girl, get away from him? No. The main girl is in love with him. She just doesn't know the concept of love. It's been talked about. It is literally in the stars. No, it is despicable. It is despicable. And quite honestly, the fandom reacted in some really not okay ways, and it makes it difficult to say that I read Rent a Girlfriend. Besides the quality, but like, no, this girl committed crimes. Like serious crimes. She's Groot. No, she's not yellow. She doesn't have the yellow minion coating. She's got the bow tie. She's got the blue bow. See, this is what I say. B, people should go to therapy, but I also think sometimes they've done other things. Alright, bye Yumi, talk to you later, thanks for stopping. Didn't the author change the main character's hair to match his IRL? Yeah, he did. Reiji Miyajima did do that. He did indeed do that. To say that, well, the main character was like, I need to grow up. So you know what he does? He gets a haircut, looks exactly like the mangaka. You can't make this shit up. You just can't. I broke the 2 cards I wanted to keep. So Mr. Rensa marries Guru, grinds the hot, the plants will straddling the spoon, whatever. You know, if you wrote that, I'm not gonna say it's more entertaining. It would definitely be a more fun pitch. And this is not a set run for anything here. We're gonna do some break though. We're gonna do some break. You think it's pretty cool for a manga to put themselves in the story? Yeah, I mean, conceptually it is. Like, yeah, I mean, but sometimes you just have a self-insert character and it does that for you. With him, it's like, wow, you made this man feel like he was incapable of love for over 400 chapters. And you chose to do that. I believe it's a very cruel thing he has done to his own character. I'm gonna play this right now because, like, I want to break everything else here. Don't give me a face card, please. So we're down to 29 cards. Pretty good. This is almost a raffle screen. Just need type A is given the worst backseating ever. That, yeah, I mean, backseating for Balatro. Sometimes I'm okay with it. I'll let you know because that means I'm at higher stakes. Like, literally at higher stakes. But no, it feels pretty chill right now. Gachiyaku. Oh, I'm caught up with Gachiyakuta. Not the manga. This is actually one of the shows I've only consumed as if it were for only a manga. And I liked it a lot. Let's see here. You prefer little icon author like Fish and Oda and Toribot for Akira Toriyama? Well, so like, that's just at the end card though. Like, do you have Reeb? Do you like it when like, do you enjoy when mangakas like have a character that's just them? This is not great. This is not great. This might be the end of the line here. Oh, yeah, no, the art's good. I like the style. The vibes are so sweet. Like, it's so freaking sweet. Yeah, I need to get some real good cards real soon here, or else this is done. Oh, shoot, that would have helped a bit. Start here. Conceptually, the issue is a self-interest for the author we have very distorted images of. We don't usually adhere to archetypes to make good characters. That is true, but what if they're very funny? That's always my worst fear. Like, what if, like, they're freaky, but they're fun with it? Some of the cleaner characters remind you of Tokyo Revengers. I have not seen Tokyo Revengers. Cool when a cameo, now it's an actual character. Now, that sounds like more of an issue with bad writing than it is with any specific, like, kind of character you're talking about. I mean, like, what characters are you talking about? Like, are we talking about fan fiction? Or are we talking published works? Can I have you be a trans card? Transparency. 3 of a kind's looking nice. Here we go. Oh no, all of my characters like become self-inserts, but I also make sure they're really funky stupid. That way I'm the smartest person in the room because I've done the meme. The argument is over. I've drawn you as a soy and me as the Wojak. That's the general gist. But in all seriousness, like all those scripts that I was reading, I always started from a case of like, what is the worst thing that could happen to me today? And I just built out from there. Is being a VTuber a self-insecure? It depends. How much are you playing kayfabe? How much are you adhering to the idea that you are the specific kind of thing you are? Like, how much do you play into demon? I don't play into like space cowboy. I don't play into some of the tropes I do. I'm kind of just everything. Everything, wherever you are. I used to pack Jansports. Put them all into boxes. I used to pack Jansports. Then I'll do it again. That's a Hobo Johnson lyric. Published works, and you've seen the worst writing feels like they're huffing their own farts. Can you name names? Am I the stoner or Iron Mouse? Maybe I'm the stoner. Well, okay, so this is I've been actually trying to outline a video essay for the longest time about VTubing, about how it's really like going the same way as professional wrestling. For those of you who don't know, in professional wrestling, there's this concept called kayfabe, and with kayfabe, what you need to know is that kayfabe was a part of Carney language. There were these terms and like different meanings that were assigned to let people know when they were in the business, in the middle of something that was like working. Because back in the day, you used to not have it where you'd allow traditionally seen upon good guys and bad guys associate with each other. So even though you were working with these people, the matches were predetermined, you couldn't let it slip. You were not able to let it slip. But then as, you know, things got more complicated, as the world got weirder, and I'm realizing I broke this thing, it became the case that people figured out that wrestling was predetermined, and that was because it's very closely associated with something called the curtain call, when these... Oh god, who was it? It was a group of men. It was Kevin Nash, Razor Ramon, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels. Two of them are good guys, 2 of them are bad guys, but 2 of them were leaving the company. And when they were leaving the company, they all got out and took a bow. And when they took that bow, it kind of broke the illusion. I'm under the impression that when we talk about VTubers, there has yet to be a full, like, moment wherein someone had that curtain call. There have been some near moments where people realize maybe they don't need to be playing up a character. Maybe it makes more sense if they were to, you know, be more true to their own authentic, like, lived selves. And I'm not to say that, like, you have to be, like, 100% you on camera. That's not safe. But when people stopped being so, not obsessed with being corpo, but when VTubing started moving outside of the corpo sphere and being, like, much more well-regarded as in the indie area, there was change. People were like, oh yeah, no, I do this in my life. I talk about this, this, and this. And I think that's where things should be going. Because it's not a self-insert if you're just yourself. it might be a self-insert if you're playing a character and like the entire time you refuse to acknowledge anything else that's real. Like you are fully in kayfabe. You know, some go from Vtuber to IRL, maybe that's how they do it. And that's a viable path. For people who think that like they could do that, I know people that are like, I can do both. And I've seen them do both, and it's been very, not, I'm gonna say liberating, but it does demystify a lot of the space. Because one of the things I've been like not so happy with is like how much the VTubing space kind of tries to do like the fact that like these VTubers, they're playing into lore. They're not acknowledging like some very important aspects of like real life. Sometimes it gets really messed up. And when you don't get to talk about that, it's your choice not to talk about it. I do take umbrage when people are saying VTubers should not be able to talk about that, because that's like stopping artistic license. You're not the writer. The VTuber is also an actor and a person who can choose to do what they want. That's their version of self-determination. Glenn's talking about Cottontail. Yeah, Cottontail VA. Almost had a curtain call moment. She said, "Let you want to be more genuine, less her character." Yeah, and this is one of the things where I also still have like a whole lot of respect for people who can take it, because like it's a lot of work. It's a whole lot of work to do that, and it can be very exhausting. But also, like, I wonder, do you ever feel, and if I was a meme, I'd say a plastic bag, but, like, do you ever feel like maybe you would get tired of it? Like, you'd be thinking to yourself, are people going to enjoy me for me, or is, like, the only thing I'm good for this specific character? There's, like, a whole lot of balancing that you have to do in your mind to actually make it feel like, you know, you as a person are a person worthy of, like, you know, respecting. Oh, hi, Rowan. We're getting real philosophical here. If you have any perspective on, I don't know. Oh, gosh. I'm just gonna call this thing on there. And also, yeah, Rowan, we're doing our best here. And B's like, yeah, sort of similar how you're always bad at games and no one's there for gameplay so you can chill. But then there are people who are like, they like your personality and the one you put out. But what if you were like a rage baiter? And like you're explicitly gonna be there to play games poorly. What if you're good at something and you want to be good? What if you want to be like locked in? That's part of you too. You gotta be able to separate it. The thing, VTuber is a puppet. The streams are more like a performance. We, the audience, can never truly connect with the spirit. That's correct. And as much as I'm gonna make this very clear here, parasocial relationships on their own are not bad. Religion is a parasocial relationship. You are getting more out of the idea of a higher being than they are probably getting out of you, unless that system is airtight. But no. If I were to call you all my friends, I would feel like that would be a grievous misuse of this platform. I respect you as people, and I want to make sure that, like, I'm not enabling poor habits, which is why I've been a bit more on the mod lately. But yeah, no, I think you can't really know me. And as much as it feels like you know me, I'm still putting up guards. So don't feel like I'm giving you this full lens in. I mean, like, there are some times where I do go beyond the pale, like the time when I did end up forcing myself to go to the hospital because I thought I had a heart attack. That was real, that was vulnerable, that is something that you get to have, that my family does not get to have. They do not get to see that footage. But for the most part, there's still a this facade that's being put up, and it's a healthy thing because the internet is too many people to think about. You can't conceptualize knowing this many people personally. You can just do your best. I'm gonna put my capo away before I decide to play the guitar again. It's like fun. Yeah. No, Rowan, that's what happens in a Balatro stream where I'm not going for a stream for like high scores. I just get to talk the shit. We talked about some serious stuff. You missed some stuff about Minneapolis, stuff about, you know, being able to get on disability. Yeah. You know this. You know the sound of a capo moving? Yeah. Well, hey, but like you make kick-ass music, and again, for those of you, shoot, give me a sec. I gotta get to your topic page. Y'all, you have no freaking clue how long I have wanted to like have a Midwest emo viewer here just to talk and to have a Midwest emo artist. That's fucking sick. I'm gonna get your topic here, so if anyone wants to listen, I'm just gonna put it up here. What a day. What a day. And it's still technically day, except for you. I think B, it's past day for you. You've been living in the future. Woo woo wee wah, wah wah wee wah. Just another day, but it's not over. Okay, it's 12:20. It's early morning for yes, and it is early for Glenn. She's got away. She's got away. She's got away. She's got. Yes. I do remember Rowan did say you are an East Coast based band and you're touring, which is unfortunate because I am very much in the Midwest. Okay. No, for real, B. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you talking. Go take a shower. I'll probably be up for a little bit. I don't know if Leeby GB is going to be online afterward. It is unfortunate because... it's not unfortunate because I like that y'all are here with me on YouTube. But I can't really raid out to Twitch because there's no one there. But we're here. We're happy. We are now smiling and laughing. You are the only thing, the everything I need in my life. And it goes in and out through the mouth. Breathing exercises I could never live without, and I am running in circles and riding in circles and going in circles and lying on the ground. And I can hear your dog whistle from his bedroom. Okay, actually, yes, Glenn, you should also go to bed. I'm realizing I am really bad for your sleep schedule, so take care of yourself. If I don't see you soon, I'll see you later. Actually, fair warning, I am going to be out this entire weekend, so no streams this week. I'm so sorry. There might be some pictures. You might get to see what my vacation looks like, but that's about it. Let's see. Just another daydream. Let's see. You're hitting the motherland this year. You don't have to tell me. We're pulling up. Give you the ticket. Take a picture of Vtuber. Heck yeah, bro. Heck yeah. If you're hitting it, you gotta let me know. Yeah, and hell yeah, dude, like legitimately, if you ever need to, I can advertise in the post. Anything for the scene, because you seem pretty chill. You're not a Ronnie Radke. So you are getting past many of the low bars. Reeb, you enjoy content creators that are more themselves than characters. It feels more real, genuine. Yeah, and it's also where I feel kind of bad because like I'm giving you genuine emotions. I don't think I've lied to people on stream before about like my feelings. I may have hidden some of them, but no, my lore is non-existent because I don't particularly care to elaborate. So what you get is just like me here shooting the shit. And sometimes every once in a while I'll be very Australian in a way that's not real or okay. All right, discarding aces. We have... Okay, let's see. This'll do. This'll do. Ooh, okay, so we're breaking this down a bit. Let me start by checking in here. Cool, I'll sell the uncommon. Buy you, because we're just going to keep breaking this deck. And the director's cut. That way I have that extra free. Discarding 4s. Please, please, please. No, Reeb, I think you could do it. I think you could do it. I would be excited to watch it. I'd be excited to watch. Alright, so I've got some econ. And a hangman. This is actually a perfect hand to work with here. Happy with it. More money. And you again. We're not going to get stars, so I will sell that. Alright, econ's looking nice today. I gotta destroy queens. Nope, do that. Just gotta get more kings on the board here. You don't watch any key... There... Yeah, there's a big thing with, like, VTubers and lore and characters they're playing. I have lore. It's just... It comes from one of those scripts that I wrote. My lore is legitimately the screenplay I wrote that was based on, It was called Angels and Airwaves after, Tom DeLonge's band outside of Blink-182. And, it's convoluted. It's terrible. But I love it because I wrote in about 48 hours. Like, I'm not always the Jonkler. I'm not always looking like this. It's not normal to see me like this. Even though so many of my series recently have required me to be wearing this. Oh, just one more to go. One more to go. It's a full house. Did Joka baby cosplay? Yeah, no, the Joka stays on during sex. You know, I technically also have a Joker Persona 5 outfit, so that could be true. You just don't get to, y'all just wouldn't know it. Okay, let's see. I'll reroll again, see what I got. More cards. Nope. Yes. Yes, and yes. Deleting aces. So let's see. I'll get rid of a 6. Bro thinks I know Persona 5 is yearly. That's fine. Up until this year, I also only knew Joker from Persona 5 in Smash Bros. And then I played it, and I liked it a lot, and I know it's been so long since I've played it, but I just have not had a good time to stream. So, like, this... It was gonna be this weekend, but I've got, like, it's fully a trip. Like, I cannot cancel this trip. It's very important that I do this. I mean, what kind of stuff do you... What are your games, Roan? What are you playing usually? I mean, you said Balatro is your love, and I understand that, but for me, it is a cruel mistress who will not leave me alone. But she's here all the time, so I appreciate her still. I'm very lucky that up to this point I have still never got Balatro on my phone. Because I know that I would be losing all of my productivity at work. I would be the worst employee. Just the absolute worst. Wouldn't it be fun if I bought and sold it again? You're many hours deep, you're still giga-ass Balatro's favorite. That is reasonable. I don't know if Balatro is my favorite game of all time. It's definitely the one I've probably played the most over this past year. Like, I have played this so much. And I got into it, like, after the accident. So this is actually, like, right afterwards. So this actually lines up. I never really got into Skyrim. Are you a modded Skyrim person? Ooh, okay, I see you there. We're gonna hold oops all sixes so we see something funny. Yeah, this high car is doing a lot for us. You have the Dawnburger tattoo on your back? Hell yeah. Ooh, have you figured out what is your primary playstyle? If you can figure out your playstyle, I mean, like, Baron is pretty chill, but it is a king. It is a king. That's fine. I'm okay with that one. We're gonna break the banana. I know that Glenn's not here, but we're gonna break the banana. You know, messing with modding just seems like a bit much. You know, I respect that. As someone who is really terrified of getting mods, respect. It's supposed to discard. Let's see here. I have no sixes. About how many hours do you think you have sunk into it? I mean, are you someone who does it on every platform, or did you just start with one and you stayed on it? Because I have friends who are very similar. Like, they would say, like, that is one of their favorite games. But theirs is, like, New Vegas, because they always, like, restarting and never finishing it. Pop. Ah, come on, banana. I have a oops all sixes on you. You should pop. What is this? You started your PS4 when you were like 15 during COVID, then you moved to your PC when you were 15. Yeah, that's a fairly common story. You would be able to find many people just like you. You'll find some kinship, even though I do think a lot of the community is like really into modding. Wait, actually, that timeout. So, you told me you got into that webcomic for the procrastinators. When did you first watch the procrastinators? How old were you? And I'm not trying to judge you. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what does the timeline look like? Because I didn't, like, get super into the procrastinators until like high school, but that would have been like in like 14. Why are you not popping? That's 2 and 6, bro. Ooh, that's a good one. You got into the lectures, never watched the podcast? Okay, that's reasonable. Because I didn't watch the podcast as much as I watched it, because I freaking love Ben Saint's thing for, what was it? It wasn't Sonichu. What was it? Oh, it was, Tails Gets Trolled. Tails Gets Trolled, I do love that so much. I love the Tails Get Trolled one. The French Revolution one, not terrible. Not terrible. Yes, Tails Gets Trolled. I actually try and keep up with it. Every couple months, I'll just check to make sure nothing has changed. And it's actually making progress. No, dude, a high shovel. High shovel to you, buddy. High shovel. Da 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 da. I'm break. So many cards are down. We're down to 27, 12 face cards. We're doing real good. We got 100 on the erosion. Hell yeah. Oh my god, yeah. The 8-hour Mega Mans, I have not finished them yet. I'm really bad about it. But they have been on the watch list for years. No, I was also a big Golden Witch fan for the longest time. They definitely, well, sorry, she, I think, was really important in teaching me how to do media criticism. What's this? So I'm gonna do this. We're gonna try and get a seal on that. And we're just not going to use that queen. Not going to use that queen. Oh, what? Dude, all you needed to watch was Nostalgia Critic. What do you mean that wasn't good engagement with the media being discussed? Yeah, I also was a big Nostalgia Critic guy. It gets worse. No, but I did really enjoy the reviewer sphere at the time. I still watch Todd in the Shadows. Todd in the Shadows is still, like, absolute banger. So is Lindsay Ellis. And technically, Team 4-Star was there, too, sometimes. Me win a bad credit card. It's a meme. It is a funny meme. I do think it's a really, really good, like, it's a really good setup, just to have, like, Batman in PowerPoints and just put the bad credit card. Immediate win. and regular media. I did not watch much. My friends were the ones that... My friends were big half-in-the-bag fiends. They were half-in-the-bag fiends. Whoa. Yo, hey, time out. It's the shark attack. What is up, Petals? Hi. Hello, Wilku. What's going on? How was your Fire Emblem? I forget. Was this the your mom likes or your mom doesn't like run? Hello, 60-second sweep. Hope you're having a lovely night. How was stream for you all? Your mom thinks they would argue the one. Oh, this was the Karen run. This is the Karen run? Yeah. Yeah. Is this harder or easier than your last run? Is the question I want to ask. Oh, you're fine. Oh, well, good on you. 60 seconds. Is it 60-second sweep or how do you want me to refer to you? Let me know. I just want to make sure you're feeling comfortable there. Well, glad that you were able to get the help. Oh, hey, Bee's back. Welcome back. I'm breaking a lot of cards here. Farming for some very specific cards here. You're gonna start a beef with a random band on Emo Kids Anonymous 2 weeks ago. Who should we go after? You know what? Pup. Start beef with Pup. Hi, Megatron. What's up? Path of Radiance makes a bit more brain power than Engaged. Not much of a bit. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be your Fire Emblem. Oh, hi, face cards. You're cool. I'm not getting any of my spectral cards. I need a spectral card. It's fine. No more stuff. God, you thirst. All right, okay. No, I love Pup. Dark Days is a banger. I try and listen to it very often. Pup gets to stay. Pup gets to stay. Valentine's coming up? Yeah. Yeah, what are y'all up for Valentine's Day? Anything super cool? I'm just gonna be in Chicago for Valentine's Day. Cause I love Chicago, baby. Let's go Sox. Love the Sox. Hit a home run. Sox. Sox, Sox, Sox. You can order some pizza and watch a movie. Well, you know, B, what you should do, you should tell us what movie you're thinking of watching. Are you thinking rom-com? You thinking stupid? You think you're gonna force yourself to watch The Blair Witch again? The world's your oyster. Idol? You gotta watch what we do in the chest. Oh, yeah, nice. That sounds like fun. That sounds like fun. Oh, I should have done the... I should have done the queen. I should have done the queen. Let's see, the lead singer from Michael Cera Palin. Elliot has a band that's playing a show that's... Ooh, yeah, get them. I like that, I like that, I like that. What are you doing? I forgot you already answered. You feed your cat food? No, you're all good, you're all good. I'm going to Chicago because I love Chicago, and there is a cafe waiting for me. There's a Sonic Cafe. I wanted to go to the Sonic Cafe. What do I want to break here? I only have 4 non-phase cards. I can find different ways to break those. So I'm going to say goodbye to trading card. Thank you very much. You've helped me a lot. Sonic Cafe. Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so much fun. I'm very happy with it. No, B, I'll make sure to take pictures. I'll make sure you get to see some of the fun stuff there. Oh, shoot. There was one in ATL. Very chill. Very nice. I'm gonna try and break some glass. Oh, come on, I brought 2 kings? How long is the Sonic Cafe running for? It got extended. It got extended. Wilq, I think it got extended to March, but you should look up for the Sonic Pop-Up Cafe. What should I do here? These aren't amazing. I can scale this up, but I don't have the option to make as many of these cards here. Okay, it's here. No, the Pokemon Fossil Museum's coming later. Well, Going to Chicago is always a fun time. So, I mean, if you have the option, you could go multiple times. I wouldn't be against it. And did I ever, Pedals, did I ever get your link in here? I feel bad. Let me make sure I got it in there. Because, oh, shoot, yeah. I did? I did. I'm still gonna do it again. Joke's on you, I did it again, Pedals. Rawr. Yeah, I think this is bad. Really fun way. We broke a lot of cards. We were down to 15 in the deck. I'm surprised that didn't break though. How much backseat is too much backseating? It's pretty low tier right now, so I mean, if you want to try and backseat, go for it. At this point, I was like, how many cards can I break out of this? And like, we're at the bottom. We made a 14 deck. I think the funniest way this ended was the fact that I got erosion down to up to 152, and I could still go further actually. Cryptid. Yeah. Yeah. More cryptid. Oh, heck yes. Amazing. We're winning, yeah. Play game for fun, no intention back just like. Oh no, you're all good. You're all good. I'm purely here for the vibes, and that actually does help there. I'm gonna break again. I could have been funny. I could have been like, what if I did all these at once? It's gonna bop. It's gonna bop. It didn't bop. The combo? Yeah. This oddly works just fine. The nat negative shield. Yeah, I know. It doesn't do much for us, but it is so funny. Look, this is a stupid combo. It's not going to build us any awards, not going to get us any sort of E, but it is very funny. We are unfortunately going to have to break another one here. Watch, we're getting another cryptid. Can people have custom card designs? Can you import them? Not in base game. B, I don't remember. Do you remember after we did the Garfield card collab? I did get cold messaged by a guy from Power Guy's chat, who was trying to say like, "Hey, Kaz, you collab with Power Guy. You want a Balatro card?" And I wasn't as into Balatro as I am now, and I'm so mad that I immediately thought he was a spammer. Yeah, a Flush 5 gets me an E for sure. He did? Oh, I never saw mine. I don't think I ever got mine. Retriggering all the face cards. These are played, which means I get one double up. I'll get rid of Oops All Sixes. Everyone I know thought it was a skip. Yeah, go to play for an E. I don't know if I can, though. I don't have another red. Shoot. No, I only have 4 of a kind here. Alright, so here's the thing. We're not going to make it out of this, so I'm going to try and break as many as humanly possible. So that actually didn't get us an E. In fact, what it did is it broke a couple. Broke a couple. Bopping and breaking E's, yeah. No, B, I'm very excited. I would love to see you you make a card deck at some point. Temperance? No. Shoot. This is the end. We don't have it. We do not have it. We have 5. I can pull one more, actually. Sock my buskin? Yeah, sock and buskin. Sock come buskin. Wait, time out. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have one more. We can guarantee this. Here we go. You ready? This is the Oops All Break Flush 5. Here it comes. That is technically an E. We made an E. We did hit E. Yeah, B, that's what Balatro will do to you. That's what Balatro will do to you. Yeah, right now we're fully out and we don't have a temperance. I'm just doing my best to force my way into having as many of these as possible. Ooh, the extra money is not bad. And yep, here it is. You ready again? It's happening. Oh yeah, it's happening. It's a Sonic reference. We'll break E again. But how many of these do you think we're gonna break? I'm gonna say we're gonna break 3. We're gonna break 3 of these cards. We got rid of Oops All Sixes, so it's lower odds, but let's check. None? We broke none card? That's insane. That's insane. Here we go. All right, maybe this one will be 4 breaks. This one will be 4 breaks, maybe. No breaks. None. Something is insanely wrong right now. I could break more cards, but it's not worth it. It's not going to be it. You can't do this to me. You gotta stop. Buddy, you gotta stop. We're getting rid of Cavendish. Or wait, this is 176 base molt. That helps with everything though. Alright. Goodbye. Right, here goes. One of these has to break. One of these has to break. None of these things refuse to break even though they're glass. It's weird. I don't get it. Not having death is the issue. Well, B, you're saying this. You've watched many hours of me stream Balatro the first time you tried to look to understand what's happening on screen. Sometimes I play and I don't. This is vibes-based coding, but for a guy who doesn't know how to code. It's my last one here. Last one's a queen as well. Positioning these here that way they trigger so that 1.5 times 1.5 times. I kind of want to do this. It is evil. This is how I'm doing this, knowing fully well tomorrow I have to be on the road. E14, we finally broke stuff. We still have 5 left to go. Is this how iPad babies feel? Yes. Does iPad baby want a banana? Because the banana came back to us somehow. The banana came back. God damn it. God damn it. I'd like to point out how the Flesh 5 has been built exclusively during this last, like, big struggle. Like, we should not have been this far. This needs to be a jack. Yes! Oh, okay, I guessed right. I guessed right. That was a full gamble. There. This is my... I have one hand to play. I play this. That way, sock and buskin happens every time. It triggers. Every face card is played twice. This happens after that. Copies the leftmost joker, copies the right. Okay, I think I've done this correctly. I just put these on this side. These should all be the queens I need. Yes, flush 5 all queens. We broke 3. The game is over. We don't have enough cards. We simply do not. That was the one. That was the end of it. We walked out of this playing 5 flush 6s, but 41 high cards. You didn't think I'd run out? It happens sometimes, B. It happens. We got like one more roll. No. Yeah, that's it. We didn't get enough. Unless... We did not. We did not. This is basically the best we have. And it's gonna be the end there. I'll try one thing first, though. So that broke. Which means I can do this one right now. Okay. The worst part is we'll still have 3 hands. But y'all want to see what happens when you don't have enough cards to play a hand? We still almost made it. Here. One singular hand to go. This would have been, we would have been able to do a lot more had we actually got enough seals and seals. But I'm actually gonna not play my hand. I'm gonna throw in my shot. We hit E16, so we didn't hit a high score. But that was a run that had no right going as far as it did. No right going as far as it did. I can do one more. I can do one more. And I know I should be doing this on Spectral, but I just like Ghost a lot. You can't be doing this to me, bud. There we go. Ace Kings. Ace Kings. You're driving, make sure you get to sleep, please. Joke's on you, B. I gotta go to work. I'm working a full day. Working a full... You know, actually, B, you're probably right. I should go to bed. I should go to bed. I'm going to the main menu. I still gotta grab my laundry from the downstairs and put my guitar away. But I feel bad. I'm gone for the next foreseeable amount of time. But hey, real good stream today. I didn't think we were gonna be able to do much, so I just kind of put on Balatro. Yeah, this was a very mature stream. I think that everyone did well. I'm gonna see if anyone is actually like currently live. I might actually take a foray into just the random VTuber. Like, oh, Kadnashi's here. Okay, we're going to you. It's her welcome back stream. We're gonna head over there. Where is she? Yukanachi's coming back from a long break. I want you all to wish them well. She's also Filipina, because she's Filipino. She's Pinoy. Just drop a Kaz raid when we drop over. And, you know, I'll try and keep us posted. If I see anything cool in Chicago, I'll make sure to put in the community tab. Otherwise, I'll see you when I see you. It might be next week, might be a little bit later. But yeah, my name is KazCassidy, and if I don't see you soon, I'll see y'all later. Okay, bye.